Why didn't you tell me now the story?
I was thinking about this concept of people's memory being like a string of pearls.
Every vacation I've ever gone on involved going to a museum.
Loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it.
My daddy brought me up to look at the wonder world of science.
Wow. I got lost.
But of course, I wasn't lost at all. I was exactly where I wanted to be.
Have you been to the Modern Museum?
Franklin Institute.
The zoo.
The Civil War Museum of Philadelphia.
The Art Museum, surely. I mean, it's our jewel.
And what I remember most is not being tall enough to see a work of art, but getting lifted by my father so I could look.
A bridge would suddenly come into view, and I just thought this was magic.
It seemed very audacious and sexy. And
It's my first encounter with Bree.
And I thought, this is like a church for play.
And then you turn the crank and water blasts out of the top.
well, they get to be kids. Nobody tells them they can't do things.
Oh, I want to be a doctor. I want to be a pilot.
You're suddenly swept up in the reality of this very distant world. The thunder of the hooves of the horses is something that you can almost hear.
You got this incredible sense of the sound and motion.
And I felt that I could hear the wind.
To wonder how anybody can create something from a thought.
Okay, is that like the greatest thing in the whole world? The answer is yes.
I want to be engaged, so I walk up to the artwork and I say, please engage me. I'm here, I'm ready, I'm willing, I'm ready to do some work, give me something to work on.
Surprised me.
But then I went to that exhibit and totally changed my mind about microbes. There's this museum in Philadelphia, you have to go.
The Academy of Fine Arts.
The Rosenbach.
The Independent Seaport Museum.
I'd go to the Constitution Center.
Oh, the Rodin!
I love to go and be inspired.
And I'd look at the whole room and then I'd stop with them and I'd sit down and I'd stare at them for about 10 or 15 minutes.
Like every time I went in the gallery, I kept coming back to it.
It's going back to an old friend.
Man, if she didn't come out that picture and just touch me on my shoulder.
And she had her head up in the air, very proud.
I have been going to the Modern Museum for the past 18 years to pay a visit to Skeleton.
I don't think there's anywhere else in the country you'd see anything like that. And it led to a lot of conversation.
They're looking at these exhibits, they're saying, what happened to that guy?
What is this bone I found, or what is this rock?
What was that artist thinking when he painted this brushstroke?
Why are we here?
Yeah, but that all pervades the body and soul too, because it's all electromagnetic forces that hold it all together and make it all work. It doesn't matter what it is.
You let go, and then the ball goes over.
The tiny little scientist in me was born.
Yeah, think about it.
I don't know where curiosity comes from, but I think curiosity has something to do with what you perceive.
She said, let's go to the Arboretum. I said, to the what?
The Morris Arboretum.
Adults and children suddenly say, look how blue the sky is.
Chanticleer.
Longwood Gardens.
It rolls and moves. It's like a song.
These gigantic, humongous, two-story tall bugs.
In a world of telephone conversations and digitized images, the encounter with the real is where we reaffirm our own reality.
I really we have death masks.
Seeing the wampum belt.
And to realize that the hands of the artist actually touched the piece that I was looking at.
You were somehow breathing the same air.
It's a step back in time.
I just felt that I was there.
The acknowledgement that history is real, that it was alive.
What are my choices today, and what are my challenges?
People make history. We all can do it. He was just a common guy, but man, look what he left behind.
Desert Island artwork.
Oh gosh.
Desert Island work of art.
Just one?
Yeah.
I like Jasper Johns.
Marcel Duchamp's nude descending the staircase.
My Bob Dylan library.
Matisse comes to mind.
The gray Twombly chalkboard. My Lincoln book collection, if I could take it.
Why is it important to have a place for your soul?
Oh my gosh.
Well, being in the present is a challenge.
I get so involved in it that nothing else in my life matters when I'm there.
My bad thoughts had just cleared my mind. You can learn something about yourself, and you can also, there's a way for you to connect to other people.
Zane and I basically, spend many weekends at the museums.
With George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, the suits of mail and armor and all that.
What other kind of art did you like to see last time we were there?
Well,
the Dada art. Yay, we're going to a museum!
Sit, think, talk, visit with each other.
Slow it down.
5 generations on this one little carousel.
It doesn't matter how old you are, what race you are.
People from all walks of life, all educational backgrounds, come together and have an experience.
Museums are a spark.
To a cathedral of space.
Peace, creativity,
Curiosity.
Inspiration, enrichment. I just want to learn more.
Well, it's funny because the thing that I really loved, and they took it out.
Said it's catching a meal. So you better stay away from it.
Gosh, heck, it's not a door at all. It's the gates of hell.
A 100-foot-long recreation of the pits of Le Mans.
Swarton Ashrick.
The Wagner Free Institute.
Please touch.
The Barnes Foundation.
The Mercer Museum.
The Atwater Kent.
The African American Museum.
The American Philosophical Society.
I have to say, I also love the boat building shop at the Seaport Museum.
That translates into form following function with beautiful racy cars.
We're getting off topic again. I told you we're getting off topic.
Museums are places where I think dreams are kept.
They decomplicate your mind.
I think it definitely gives you a new set of eyes.
How can I go wrong looking at this? I can't. Wow, that was really great.
When I'm gone, this will still be there.
Beauty doesn't disappear. You know, without museums, I just can't imagine what the world would be like.
I really love Chuck Close's work. It blows my mind. There's
Really
no way
sing
I could ever.
in a way that I never had thought
I think
to
it might
sing.
be Van Gogh's Starry Night. I love the twists of the sky.
Pop art, big, huge lips. Nothing else I'd ever seen. It
Prometheus
was
Found,
funny.
and I was trained to
A magical place. This moose was looking
Sitting
out at
in a
me
big
from Alaska.
comfort chair.
and all these
There were
different
paintings
things.
inside of a painting.
Diane Arbus, confused, in awe of these
How
photographs.
inspirational. How did he do that?